No, 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 Diane. We're not talking about Teespring. That's what we're not talking about. We're not talking about Teespring. You don't have no choice but to give all the Teespring. We're talking about Superchats, Diane. Your deflection is like an infection with no reflection. We are talking about Superchats, Diane. You're talking about Teespring. The Teespring was never an issue. Nobody said you scammed with Teespring. She is so high, Carla and Samara and your main girl. She is deflecting. She's pulling at straws. She's pulling at straws is all she's doing. She's trying to crap on St. Jude's for giving out her name, but they didn't give out the account information. See, St. Jude's does not give out your account information, but she's talking about when I talked to that Olivia. I'm not looking at my chat right this second. She's talking about when I said, I'm sure you heard about this, these people calling in about this scam thing going on. And that lady said, oh yeah, so what she was talking about is she heard people were complaining about this name. And I'll save that clip and I'll back this lady 100%. She did not give out any account information. That account was protected. She just responded to me asking, I'm sure you've heard about this scam that people are calling in about. And she goes, oh yeah, and said her name. She gave out no information on whether she's donating or not. She just said, yeah, I heard that people have been calling about this name, which they have been. And there's many different clips about that.
Brian, why don't you tell the story about how Randy screwed her husband while we were on a hangout? And we had to tell her to mute it. Why don't you tell that story? You two idiots. Or am I making that up? Oh, wait, when I'm lying, I laugh. Yeah. You were really mad when that happened, too, weren't you, Diane? That was the only time I really heard you mad at Randy. And her husband knew she was in a hangout with someone who was infatuated with her. Yeah. So tell that story on ladies' night. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun one. I suggest you quit making fun of me and quit doxing me because I don't appreciate it. And I got more stories to tell, so I might want to just stop.
And so do we. But for those in the back who didn't hear this clip, listen up.
Diane, why don't you tell the story about how Randy screwed her husband while we were on a hangout? And we had to tell her to mute it. Why don't you tell that story? You two idiots. Or am I making that up? Oh, wait, when I'm lying, I laugh. Yeah. You were really mad when that happened, too, weren't you, Diane? That was the only time I really heard you mad at Randy. And her husband knew she was in a hangout with someone who was infatuated with her. Yeah. So tell that story on ladies' night. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun one. I suggest you quit making fun of me and quit doxing me because I don't appreciate it. And I got more stories to tell, so I might want to just stop.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Hi, Ginger Locks and Nene and Sissy. Did you guys hear that? There's about to be some bombs dropped off that a Scud missile can't counteract here soon. You want to hear it again just to be sure? Just have a listen here. Just one more time. I don't know how well you can hear it, but listen up.
Diane, why don't you tell the story about how Randy screwed her husband while we were on a hangout? And we had to tell her to mute it. Why don't you tell that story? You two idiots. Or am I making that up? Oh, wait, when I'm lying, I laugh. Yeah. You were really mad when that happened too, weren't you, Diane? That was the only time I really heard you mad at Randy.
Mm-hmm.
And her husband knew she was in a hangout with someone who was infatuated with.
Now, why is this person trying to break up marriages on YouTube? If you share anything with this person, that person is going to put it everywhere. What you're dealing with is a lying, manipulating predator. That's what you're dealing with, a sexual deviant predator. And you guys want to call Laura and Molly and them pedo supporters when you hold wrenches for somebody that can't even be a loyal friend to someone that cares about them.
Yeah. So tell that story in ladies' night. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun one. I suggest you quit making fun of me and quit doxing me because I don't appreciate it. And I got more stories to tell.
And so do we. It's time for you to pack your bags and check out. You've had enough fun here in your little fun land. But back to Diane. Diane is just deflecting at this point. I listened to like 5 minutes of it. Yeah, you know what? And this is why I don't really like to go. Yes, that is FOD. I don't really like to go at Randy. If she does something stupid, I'll call her out, but I don't drag her. I don't really like to go at Randy because I know the grooming that goes on with this predator that's in our community. I don't like to pick at Randy. Whatever's boiling over there, Jetty, you need to get it. Whatever you got boil, or Kylie, whatever's boiling over there, you need to get it. What's something? I hear it boiling. But anyways, yeah, Diane is talking about Teespring, and nobody questioned her about Teespring. Nobody questioned her, but when she said 100% of her Teespring earnings went over there, she proved it. But let's get back to the super chats that you misled this community with. People that thought that you were giving 100% of your super chat. Yes, everybody believes that you sent 100% of your Teespring because there was no way for you to dip into that. Please say what the voice clip says. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. I don't. This mic is not picking it up very well. I don't care. I don't know if you guys, and I can't share it so on the screen. So let me try it one more time.
Well, you might want to just stop.
Let me get to the beginning of it. Okay, what she's talking about here is she's going at Diane because apparently Randy and her husband were having a little bit of sexual encounter while Hangouts was going, and they could hear it. This is what she was talking about. And then she goes to threaten Diane. See, these people that say that they don't dox people and they don't go real life, the ones that are constantly saying that they don't do it, do it. These are the ones you need to worry about. But here's this clip again. I don't know how well you can hear it or not. I got a little bit of stuff going on in the background here. Try it. Listen again.
Diane, why don't you tell the story about how Randy screwed her husband while we were on a hangout? And we had to tell her to mute it. Why don't you tell that story? You two idiots. Or am I making that up? Oh, wait, when I'm lying, I laugh. Yeah. You were really mad when that happened too, weren't you, Diane? That was the only time I really heard you mad at Randy. And her husband knew she was in a hangout with someone who was infatuated with her. Yeah. So tell that story in ladies' night. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun one. I suggest you quit making fun of me.
Threats.
And quit doxing me because I don't appreciate it. And I got more stories to tell, so you might want to just stop.
There's plenty of stories to tell, and upcoming here in the future, there will be some stories. Because people are fed up with this predator in this community. People are fed up with this person that uses gender as a joke in this community. People are fed up with the lies. People are fed up with females being hurt and harmed. People are fed up with the shenanigans. Lots of people. When someone sits on a panel like she did this morning and lies and lies and lies on me, that gets me to want to just get out my little golden shovel, which I retired it for a little while. My golden shovel, I retired it for a while, but I'm going to go ahead and bring that back out because there's nothing no one can do to me now. Thank you, Rel. There's nothing no one can do to me now. I'm over all those hurdles. But this individual makes me sick. And I've been trying to warn people about a year about this person. And I'm going to get my little golden shovel out. And I'm going to dig and dig and dig. You mark my words. This person will get exposed. This person needs to zip it and run along. Now let me get back to my chat. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. What I heard, I heard Fod. I heard Fod a little bit. He called me all kinds of different names, and she said, "If you think that man is Christian and godly at all, then you're wrong." Well, if you think Fod identifies as a male, you guys are wrong. She identifies as a troll. She identifies as a predator. And she plays on these women. Now, I might get nasty and I might say this and that, but I don't want to see a woman harmed. And I don't want to, sharing half nude pictures of someone that gave them to you in confidence because they wanted to show off a little bit, sharing that with anybody else, that's wrong. Now, I don't know what's going on with, I don't know. I don't know. I saw what everybody else saw, clips on a community post. Other than that, I don't know anything else. That's what I saw. That's all I saw. I don't know Amelia, but I saw that, and lots of people saw it, and they're like, "What is this?" I do know that she left a post under where I thought it was a snuff film, but no, that's I don't even conversate with Amelia. But I know these other women in the community that and I sit and watch this person that claims to be a man degrade these women in a sexual manner over the last year or so, which is something I might be nasty and I might curse you out, and I might give you what you're giving me, but you don't catch me on here acting like that. I never did, even when I was nasty. Even when I was nasty. But I just wanted to go live for a minute because, a lot of people were waiting to see what Diane had to say, and it's the same old crap. It's the same old crap. Explain to us the super chats, Diane. You are never going to live down lying to this community. That's what you did. You might not get convicted in a court of law. And why are you so worried about them giving out your name when you're giving out people's names behind the scenes? You're the one that told me that it was okay to dox full-on drama. Your exact words were to me that if you're going to dox someone, Brian, this is the one to do it to. Period. Because you pretended to be very upset about her sending CPS over to the house. Now, of course, I did not clip any of that. Diane is deflecting terribly. She's really trying hard to do damage control. So I just wanted to pop on a little bit. There's some things There's some things in the works here. Exposing evil is a good thing, and there's evil among us. There is rotten evil among us. There is sickness among us here. Sexual sickness. There's a person here that enjoys seeing females suffer in a sexual manner. And there would be no gain for me at all to claim that when I came and said, "Hey, I've been going to church and I found something new. I was sharing something. There's absolutely no gain in me saying that. I can't. When you come to know this type of thing, you want to share it. Now, for full on drama to be a female, she's a lesbian, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you claim that you're a man when that's not your identity is you're just a female who likes other females. But claiming to be a man is how she gets these men, these women to send her pictures. And I don't understand that at all. I don't understand that. I don't get that. Why would you do that? At first, I thought, Steph's never come at me crazy. When I was on panel with her, she was respectful. But at first, I thought, that's what you get. But then I started thinking, no, this is a female, and she didn't mean for everybody to see that. And I think these people that latch on the FOD are afraid to back off from her because they know how nasty she is behind the scenes. She's a real lifer. Right. No one can be upset with that community post that we saw from Amelia, because if FOD never shared it, then no one else would see it. That's nasty. And the reason that FOD wants to always degrade and insult me and say this and that, because she don't want people to listen to me. Oh my God, he's talking again. Every time I've come up on a panel where she's at, she ducks out. Trish Not Trish does that too. People fear the truth. They don't want to hear it. They don't want you to be clever, way more clever than they are. They don't want you to see through them. The ones that are evil. That is pure evil and pure sickness over there. And I'm concerned. And she said, well, he doxed my kids' first and last names. No, I said their first names. I sure did. You said my kids' first and last names when you sent CPS over here. I don't have no shame in that. You mess with my kids, I'll mess with yours. See, there's mama bears out there and there's papa bears out there. You mess with my kids, I'll mess with yours and I won't forget it. I have, however, forgiven her for that. Yeah, she can make a new account, but she can't be herself. Then I don't watch Mandolin, but I hear Mandolin puts up this video from a couple years ago when I was on vacation, and Republican Ash was really annoying me. And I lost my temper with her. And I did. I cursed, and Republican Ash can be very bossy. We made it through that. Her and I made it through that. So whatever everybody else thinks don't matter. But if you say something that Mandolin did 2 weeks ago, their response is, well, that was the past. Why are you bringing up the past? I don't act like that now. And I just think that if we have another, Amanda Lynn will also say, what is this man doing in female drama? Yeah, what is FOD doing in female drama? What is that man doing in female drama? She looks in the mirror and sees a man. She identifies as a man. Treat her like one. Can't pull the woman card when it's convenient for you, FOD. Hi, Dana. Dana, Bana, Bobana. Well, Grim, check this out. I'm not shaming Steph for sending the picture. Because to be quite honest with you, the way I met my wife was we had an internet romance from across the country. And we used to do stuff like that. But and people would share, they would share. But let's say my wife sent me a racy picture of herself before she was my wife. And then I took that picture. She thinks it's just for me because she wants to share with me. And I took that picture and showed my buddy. Said, "Look at this, man. Check this out." Yeah, And then I'm the piece of crap for that. People do have online little romances going on. I don't think there's anything wrong with Steph sending her the picture, especially when you have someone like FOD that would probably constantly be begging for it. Oh, you're talking about the trolling clip channel, right, Ninny? Well, I don't think that 180 even knows Amelia. I don't think 180's issue is with her, and there was a lot of information in that leads me to believe that it is someone that knows Amelia well. See, when 180, even before, when he had a problem with someone, like Laura, he didn't like Laura. He still don't like Laura. And he would just tell her to her face, He wouldn't beat around the bush. Yeah, I was told that was 180 about 3 weeks ago. I think it's somebody that is. I do think at this point, I think it's somebody that is playing a friend to your face. Hello, Starlight. Good buddy to your face, but behind your back, they're putting up channels like that. I don't think it's 180. Right, she did. She put it up. Steph put it up on her own panel for like 30 minutes because she was like, so what? I put my picture up, so what? Okay, so if you put it out there for everybody, then everybody starts sharing it. Go ahead and tell law enforcement about it. They'll be like, well, you put it up, that's what you get. Dan, I ain't seen you for a while. Nah. I think 180 is more direct. Like if he has an issue with somebody, he's more direct than that. I kind of think when the Trolling Clip channel did a face-on version, put Marianne's face on that girl from that movie where she was on the horse. I thought that was kind of hot. Yeah, hi Meekster. You're a good person, Meekster. Meekster, do you know anything about people trying to get power of attorney over 180? Jed, are you in the kitchen? Yes. Will you bring me one of my stevia grape drinks, please? You know anything about that? People trying to get 180? I don't think 180 is bad, Wolf. I did for a while. I was like, how is they doing that? I don't think it's 180. Lily Marie. Is there any in there, Jetta? Yeah, and like if 180's got something to say, he's always been more direct than that. I wasn't sure there at first. I just kind of quit watching it. Whose picture is that? You need to see NewsTubers live. You need to see NewsTubers live. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody's trying to get power of attorney over 180, and I'm sure that he gets funds from Social Security and stuff like that, and other funds. If you get power of attorney over someone, then you have control of that. Yeah, 180 doesn't beat around the bush when he got mad at me, and he didn't make troll videos. He told me how he felt. He didn't care. Yeah. Whose picture was on Steph's live? There was a racy picture of Steph that was sent. It was kind of like a nude picture that was sent to FOD, and FOD decided to, share that around to people, and that's not manly behavior. That's not how a man acts, is it? They do sound alike. Yeah, that's crazy. So I just want people to know, the people that are listening to this live later on, if you share something with 180, because her and Randy are really close, and I don't. That's one of the reasons why I don't go at Randy so hard, because I know what grooming is like, and they were really close, and probably still are. And FOD gets mad at her and shits on her. Don't share anything with FOD. Stop sending her nude pictures. Don't fall for the grooming. That is not a man. She's a lesbian. And if you're not a lesbian and you're a straight girl, don't fall for that. It's a man crap, because it's not. She is an insult to the transgender community. She uses it for controversy. She's just a really homely woman. Very homely. Who probably has been passed up by a lot of men in her life. Because she looks like Peter Brady. Pork chops and applesauce. It's going to be swell. So you have no choice. Because don't no man wants you. Even the one you married doesn't want you. Pork chops and applesauce. So quit being mean and nasty to me, FOD, because at this point, you're pissing me off. I'm sick of you lying. I'm sick of you saying this and that. I'm sick of you talking about my children. I'm sick of you saying that I'm a terrible parent. Because I remember Randy's live, and we will go there, when your daughter came in the chat and said, Mom, stop acting this way on YouTube. Quit bothering people on YouTube, because Randy called it out. My children have never done that. Maybe somebody ought to call CPS on your ass for that. I wouldn't send CPS to nobody's house, ever. You don't catch my kids doing that. Everybody remember that? Don't think I ain't got a little bit of vengeance left in me. It's my duty as a good person, as a righteous person, as someone who's trying to live holy, to call out evil. To call it out, you're evil. Get thee behind us all, Satan. If you walked into a church, FOD, the whole place would catch on fire. Remove yourself from us. When your child cries out to you to stop behaving the way that you're behaving, and there was 400 and some people in there that saw it, and you don't take heed to that, you know that behavior is having an effect on that child, for her to make up a YouTube and come in a chat and say, Mom, stop acting that way. You want to talk about my kids? Apparently, when it comes to children, between me and Fod, they are not off limits. Not off limits. You started this, FOD. I forget, but I don't forget. I'm just kind of tired of you messing with these women the way you do in a sexual manner here. You groom them and you play on them, and I think that you like to see them suffer and be in pain. I think that you like to control them and make them cry and hurt their feelings, and I'm not that. I never have been that way. There's not a single woman on here that could say that I came after them for no reason. Some of the, like me and Nina used to go at it constantly, and I that was because she was coming at me, and even then I didn't wish pain on her. I didn't want her to suffer. I just wanted, if she'd give me shit, I just wanted to give something back to her. That's it. I didn't try to go after her. And like me and Nina, there was a time Nina and I hated each other. But at this point in time, I know who she is, where she is, right? That's because she made it available to me. Nothing's happened to her. I don't have revenge. She stopped messing with me, so I stopped messing with her. That's the way it works. I don't come on here and pick on women because I like to see them be degraded like you do, Fod. But back to the Diane thing. I hope you guys don't buy it. She is reaching for straws. How's your cease and desist working for you, Diane? If you don't want to be talked about on YouTube, then log off, boo-boo, and quit being sneaky behind the scenes and giving out names and doxing people behind the scenes, and then coming up and saying, I'm against doxing. I know. No, you and Randy both. You and Randy both. Did you see Randy? Why are you going after Diane, Isaac? You should go after Bryan. He doesn't go after people that rip other people. He goes after people that rip people off, not people with an opinion. You talk about putting, what if Isaac was that kind of person? I got little kids here. Just got Randy. Go after him. Go after. Nice deflection. I'll never believe that Randy and Diane aren't scissor sisters. Yep. Well, she's getting on my nerves, Lily. Yeah, I'm listening to Edward Church here. I was encouraged to dox FOD by some of the people in this community that say, don't do that. They get on panel and say, don't do that. Don't do that. Why do you think the whole Randy calling me a racist thing came about? They were trying to get rid of me because Randy wanted to hug all up with FOD. Randy does tell on herself. I don't really try to go after her. She's not that smart. She's not that smart. She wouldn't last in a real debate with me on a panel for 10 minutes, and she knows it. She can't do it unless she's got her little buddies around. But I don't dislike Randy. I feel empathy for her. I know what the grooming is. She is a FOD victim to me. But anyways, I want to shut it down. I want to get me some ice cream and take a shower and take care of my family. FOD. You're going to keep on, FOD. I'm going to tell you what. Before it's over, you're going to be the laughing stock of this community. And you mark my words on that, chick. And you can take that little old I identify as a man shit and write it down on a piece of paper rolled up, stick it up your ass, because I don't believe it. And half the people in this community don't believe it. You are not a transgender. You're a predator. You identify as a freak. Y'all have a good night.